Networking and marketing made simple is for you, the business owner that has a product, service, or message that you truly believe in. My name is Scott Aaron, and each week we'll take a behind-the-scenes look at real-world networking and marketing tactics while leveraging LinkedIn to get what you have in front of many more people. Thanks for spending time with me, and let's get started. So I have something called the 3-1-1 LinkedIn poll strategy. And I've talked about this not so much in this grade of detail, but conducting LinkedIn polls, specifically in groups, is going to elevate your visibility. It's going to elevate your brand. It's going to elevate the ability to generate leads. And it's going to elevate the opportunities that you wish to have on the platform. Now, before we dive into today's episode and training, the first step in truly optimizing your presence on LinkedIn is making sure that you are optimizing your LinkedIn profile. And what that means is making sure that it is optimized from top to bottom, left to right, up and down. So for those that are watching on social, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn, all you have to do is drop into the comments the word profile, Profile, and I will send you the link to download my free perfect LinkedIn profile infograph. It's a 6-page infograph that really teaches you all the SEO that goes into optimizing your presence on LinkedIn via your LinkedIn profile. If you're listening on the podcast, all you have to do is go to the description of the episode, and at the bottom of the description, you will see a hyperlink that you can click that will take you right to the page where you can download the infograph yourself, or anyone can just go to scottaaron.net. That is my home base website, where you can find it there as well. So unlocking your networking and sales potential with the 3-1-1 LinkedIn poll strategy. Now, this is specifically for groups. Now, if you are not yet in LinkedIn groups, number one, you should be. But number two, if you're using LinkedIn groups the same way that you would your personal profile, meaning you're sharing your articles in there, you got to treat LinkedIn groups completely different from your general newsfeed. So the first step in the 3-1-1 LinkedIn poll strategy for groups, the 3 stands for join 3 industry-specific groups. 3 industry-specific groups. Now, what does that mean? So for me, just to kind of give you an idea, I am highly skilled in lead generation, sales, client acquisition, content marketing, SEO, so networking. So I'm in groups that reflect that aspect of me. So you want to join at least 3 groups. Now, I'm in 5. I don't post in all 5, but I choose 3. So I'm in a couple sales groups. I'm in a networking group, a content marketing group, and an SEO group. Now, any given week, you want to choose 3 industry-specific groups that you are going to conduct these LinkedIn polls in. So whatever you do for a profession, you're not joining any group. You are joining groups that align with your skill sets, with your business model, with your ideal customer or client in mind, or business allies, power partners, people that you can network with, collaborate with. I could join some podcaster groups. I can join some business coaching groups. Those are all things within my scope of what I am highly skilled in. So make sure that you join 3 industry-specific groups that are related to you. That is how you will create autonomy between you and the people that are in there. You need to create a connection point between you and the other person, making sure that when you're leveraging LinkedIn groups, they have to be specific to you so there can be relatability between you and the people that are in those groups. So the 3 in the 311 LinkedIn poll strategy is join 3 industry specific groups. Now, the first one is within those 3 groups, conduct 1 market research poll per week. Now, this could be a yes or no question. This also could be a multiple response question. Example is this. Do you feel you have your LinkedIn profile fully optimized? Yes, no, other, comment below. Is LinkedIn providing the lead gen and sales return that you are looking for? Yes, no, other, comment below. Do you feel it's hard to create specific industry content on LinkedIn? Yes, no, other, comment below. So those are some examples of yes or no questions. Another market research type of poll could be something like this. What aspect of LinkedIn sales are you having the most difficulty with? Number 1, generating leads. Number 2, generating conversations. Number 3, converting connections into sales. 4, other, comment below. So those are some examples of yes or no. So you can do just a simple yes or no question to the relevant groups that you're in. Or you can do specific responses, always making sure that you include other, comment below as part of those response options, because that will induce conversation. We can't think that the 3 options that we provide are the only answer options. You want other people to respond back. You want people to say, yes, other, comment below, here's something else to chew on and to think about. That induces conversation, which means that's going to induce and create more engagement, visibility, and reach for your market research poll. So again, the first 3 in the 311, join 3 industry-specific groups. The first one, conduct 1 market research poll per week. And number 3, ensure that that poll that you are creating in that group is relevant. What do I mean by that? I am not going to ask the content marketing group a question related to health and wellness. I am not going to ask the sales group something about accounting. I am not going to ask the networking group something related to business law. If you're going to join these groups, you have to make sure the questions that you're asking are relevant to the group that you've joined and the question that you're asking. So one of the biggest factors in making sure that people actually engage in your poll questions is asking the right questions to the right groups. I can't be any more clear about that. Asking the right questions to the right groups. So what do I mean by this? Again, I'm not going to ask a group that has no relevance for all of this. I am not going to allow that to happen. I'm not going to make sure that, again, when I'm asking a group a poll question, so right here, if I'm asking a sales group, what do you see as the biggest challenge for most sales professionals? Prospecting leads, closing deals, customer follow-up. That is specific to that group. And that poll in particular got 213 votes and nearly 7,000 impressions. Another question that I asked is, what do you believe is the biggest factor for closing a sale? Building trust, product fit, competitive pricing, other comment below. This specific poll got almost 700 votes and nearly 16,000 impressions, 41 comments. A networking group that I'm in regards to networking events, what format do you prefer? In-person, online, combo of the two, 108 votes, nearly 4,000 impressions. So I am always asking the right questions to the right groups. So you can see that was an example of 3 industry-specific groups conducting 1 market research poll per week, and I ensured that they were relevant to that specific group. And one final time, anyone that would like to start the optimization process of what you're doing on LinkedIn to take it to the next level, it's starting with optimizing your LinkedIn profile. If you're watching on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, just type the word profile in the comments, and I will send you the link to download my free 6-page PDF called Perfecting Your LinkedIn Profile. It's the steps to do so. If you're listening on the podcast, all you have to do, go to the description. There'll be a link right there that you can click, which will take you right to the page to download your free infographic, or anyone could always visit scottaaron.net to do so as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode and today's training. Love and gratitude, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for checking out today's episode. If you could, please support this podcast by hopping over to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or any place that you're listening to this. Leave us a rating and review. Let us know what you loved most and what you would like to hear more of. But also, if you would like to learn how to take your business to the next level, whether it's using LinkedIn or working directly with myself and Nancy in our intimate group coaching programs, you can head over to www.thetimetogrowth.com or scottaaron.net to learn more. Thank you again for your support, love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you soon.